Happy motherfucking Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
All right, man. Are we ready to do this reveal?
I think we are. If you want to do like a little quick countdown so we don't keep everybody waiting.
All right. In 3, 2, and 1.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking hilarious. Dude,
Wayne's-
your fucking vision.
Yes, sir. What is
That's fucking
what is
awesome,
grief
dude.
without love persevering?
That
What's
is
up,
funny.
man? Dude, dude, you look great.
So
right?
do you, dude. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Like you went like balls out, dude. Like
Yeah,
that's really cool, dude.
Dude, let me tell you, Frenchie went fucking hard, bro.
Like hard in the paint, dude. That
Yeah,
looks badass, dude.
Yeah,
That looks really cool.
there was and I definitely got the plaid shirt going with the WandaVision look, dude.
Right.
A true artist, a true artist is what do they say? You're your own worst critic, and she was like, she was working so hard on it. And, obviously it was the frustrations that that the true artist would have, and she got it
Right.
done. She came up with this great idea. She was just like, I got it, boom,
Cool.
and here I am.
Actually, the whole reason I ended up being Wayne, obviously from Wayne's World, is because of my girlfriend. Actually, we were talking last weekend when I was in Kansas City and trying to figure out like what we were gonna do or what I was gonna do, and she kind of came up with it, and I was like, you know what, that's not a bad idea. That wouldn't be very hard for me to pull off. So party on. Excellent.
So like, did you make the hat?
Nikki printed the Wayne's World logo.
Is that your Kansas City hat?
Yeah. All she did is just tie this. She kind of just tied this onto my hat, and then I can wear it like this, and then that's it, dude. That is it. So
yeah, it was actually funny because Ronnie J put that. I had put a post. He was just like, "You're going to be Professor X."
Oh,
right. Like, you're close, but
not quite.
Yeah, dude, you look good.
So, dude, are you kidding?
You actually got like a really cool Wayne's World look going.
I mean, it wasn't. I mean, all I had to do was get the wig. I mean, it really didn't. And my girlfriend printed this off the internet for me and slapped it on my hat. Like, it's not exactly, your vision. Like, you are actually. Speaking of which, I started Loki yesterday. I finally started watching that. So that was interesting. So, are you muted? I think you're muted, John.
Oh yeah. It's because today I'm not wearing headphones for the obvious reason.
Right.
You know,
you look freaking fantastic. Like that's a much more in-depth look. That's a much more in-depth look than a normal, I guess, atypical Halloween costume. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
this is not what you go. I go hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't go to fucking the Halloween store for that look. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I had to get the WandaVision look, man. Hey, and I think it's safe to say we have a big announcement to make, guys.
Absolutely.
We have hired an executive producer.
There we go.
He's hanging out in the booth, just sitting there. So if you want to say hi.
Yep.
Mr.
Hey, how's it going?
This is our good buddy Joe, and Joe is going to now be our new producer. Basically, he's going to help us out behind the scenes when we're kind of doing our shows and doing our thing. And Joe, we really appreciate having you on. Thank you very, very much for assisting us in our journey. So yeah, thank you, Joe, very much.
Absolutely, yeah, it's 100% my pleasure to be part of the team and help you guys out here and get the show, into a bigger place.
I appreciate that. And it's always good to meet friends of friends. And I know for a little bit of background on Joe, him and John actually served in the same outfit together down at Fort Benning. So I guess they were kind of in the same battalion. And that's how they know each other. And now all three of us know each other. And we're gonna keep rocking and rolling here at DD214 Gaming. Party time. Oh, yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I got a lot to talk about, man. I first off, I need to start off.
Okay.
I finished Dark.
You finished? Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Someone told me. Someone told me that that it was not a definitive ending, like you said. It was a complete opposite of what you said, and they said that we need more seasons, that more needs to be explained. To that gentleman, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Because the way that the show ended, it didn't make me feel it needed anymore.
Doesn't need anything. It literally doesn't need
You
a
know,
fucking thing.
Das Paradis was the penultimate decision and choice that they made to make a perfect show.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time I watched a show that has a true happy ending, and still
a true legitimate happy ending that ain't fucking like cheap as fuck.
Yeah, and
like,
you know, and the show was dark. Like
dark
we're
as fuck.
talking like
dark as
like,
fuck. That's why when the first time I watched it, John, I couldn't remember the last time I had seen a show with a happy ending. I didn't even want to tell you that it had a happy ending. I just wanted to tell you that I just wanted to tell you that it had a definitive ending. Like, but the definitive ending in that show is in fact a happy ending. And it had been so long since I had seen a fucking happy ending in a goddamn show. It almost felt like a new show again, you know?
Yeah, and
we got
but you know what? That's what the third season did. The third season rebooted itself. Like it was like, okay, so we have the first two seasons, which really built upon the foundation of the characters, and then the third season came in, and it completely it threw a curveball at you, and you're just like, okay, well, what are we gonna do here? Right. So now with everything going on in the third season, you're thinking, well, shit.
Yeah.
You know, first, you know, the first thought was, okay, now I see why they canceled it. And then the second thought was, oh, maybe it wasn't canceled. Maybe this was just a decision that they made because maybe this was their intention. Tell a story.
Yeah, I think, and I really think that's pretty much what it was. Like, it's first season, you have like no fucking clue, like really what's going on. You kind of start getting the gist of it towards the end. You're already hooked at this point, obviously, too. You're already hooked into the fucking TV show. So good luck. Good luck not watching it. Good luck giving up on it, right? Season 2 comes. So you've kind of you're kind of starting to figure stuff out. You're trying to put stuff together in your head. And then, like you said, into season 2, curveball. Now it's season 3. Now it's season 3. And you're like, okay, what the actual fuck is going on? And
because season 3, it really felt like shit was just being thrown around. That's what it really felt like.
And then, but by the time they get to the series finale at the end, they've tied up every loose end and they've answered pretty much every question. And then you get to watch that last episode and just be like, holy shit!
Yeah, it was satisfying. It was beautiful. And you know, you see some of these characters and you're just like, you know, like damn. And you still don't know what happened to the guy with the eye because the story gets interrupted right at the end of the show. Right. So you never find out what the fuck happened to his eye, which is probably the big mystery. And if there is a season 4, that's what the season 4 needs to be about. What the fuck happened to his fucking eye?
To the dude's eye? That's hilarious.
You know, but great show, great cast. One thing that I thought that was really amazing about the show is how the counterparts of each character, they look like each other.
Well, they kind of have to, don't they?
Yeah, you know, but it's just like, you know, you like Mikkel.
I don't want to give away anything in, you know, the plot lines of the show, but I mean they kind of have to, don't they?
Yeah, they do a really good job with it. Like I was truly impressed with the show. So
it was different. It wasn't just a sci-fi. It wasn't just science fiction. It wasn't just a drama. It wasn't just a romance. You know, it didn't just have some dark humor. It kind of threw everything in there.
And there's also some incestual tones in
there
too.
There's all kinds of shit going. There's all that's the there's so many layers to unravel in that. There's so many layers to unravel in that TV show.
But that's the one thing that really, you know, okay. I'm sorry, guys. Spoiler alert. But if the one character was the nephew of the other character, and he was in love with his aunt.
Correct.
But if they're not to exist
in a different era, though, like
so
it was very convoluted how that even occurred in the first place. So it's
and it really goes to show that this specific set of people were never to exist.
Right.
And that's where the incestual tones come in, because
Right.
they're all going back in time,
What are you
sleeping with
doing
each
in my
other.
What are you doing in my timeline, nephew?
Yeah.
Hey, nephew, I'm stuck underneath the bed. Can you help get me out? Yeah. Sorry, I may or may not have viewed a couple of adult films in my day, possibly recently. I don't watch porn. I'm just kidding.
No, dude, like it was very, very weird, but I give it a 10 rating. I give it a
Holy
number
crap.
10. I give it a
You
number 10.
You've been giving out tens a little bit, kind of a lot. Like but you know what? I'm not going to say anything about your rating though, because like we got Nikki Larson in here saying it's a complete 3-generation mind fuck, basically.
Yeah. Give it. Don't give me. Do not make a sequel. Do not make a reboot.
No,
I mean, we don't need a comic book for this. We don't need a spin-off for this.
no,
It
it's
was
done. It was good.
perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. So Jay, I appreciate you showing me that.
I'm glad you watched it. You watched it quick.
I started last Friday. Last Friday and I ended it last night. So that's pretty.
In just over a week. In just over a week, you made it through 3 seasons, basically.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
In other TV news, Why the Last Man? Yurik has still not gotten laid yet.
Oh, dude, fuck this show. See, I would have quit. What the fuck? Like, come on.
Yeah,
this dude, this the one dude in a sea of women, and he's the only dude left in the world, and he can't get laid. Like, what episode are you on?
We're on episode 9 now.
Oh, fuck that. I'd have been laid fucking 10 seconds into episode 1. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
Now we do have
what is so complicated in this fucking world this dude exists in, that one male inhabiting Earth with the rest females can't get fucking laid. Like, what is the problem? What is going on here? What is going on?
Now we do suspect that he was sexually harassed by one character.
Okay. I mean, shoot, if I'm the only dude left in the world and it's like me and 3.5 billion women, like, and I get sexually harassed, it's kind of going to be like, oh no, you know what I mean? At that point, right? Like, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't think sexual harassment is cool, everybody. It was a joke. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
listen,
seriously, what's going on? Does this dude not jerk off? Is he a eunuch? Did he get his balls
but here's the thing.
off?
But this is, obviously we don't jerk off. No, we don't joke about things like that. But the way, I think we can safely say that when we watch these shows, we could find a kind of funny interpretation to some of these things. Like, one man left in the world, and
he can't get laid.
Yeah, and he's naked in the bed, waking up to a woman. So, I mean, you're really trying to, find out, like, did she do this? Is this like, because not only this, she's part of a cult of
oh, sweet,
of men haters, which the whole cult revolves around hating men.
That's what's up. I can get down with that.
It's a very interesting aspect.
I honestly can't blame that cult for existing. I mean, men have traditionally kind of created a lot of the problems in history. So yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can kind of get down with that cult a little bit. A little bit of self-hate going on over here this morning on Halloween.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
A little bit of self-hate.
Listen,
it's okay.
Listen, the Demons come out to play this weekend, bro.
Oh, okay? They sure shit did.
Oh, and also our 31st episode is on the 31st of October, Halloween. It's happening. This is insane. This is insane. Let's see. We have a movie trailer. We have a movie trailer here. Yep, we're gonna check this out. Producer, hit that full screen on that.
John, we got a comment from Campbell Graham saying you got some nice makeup there, bud.
Campbell.
Yeah.
Campbell, what's up, man? Thank you. Hey, Frenchie turned me into Vision.
I like his name.
big shout out to Campbell Graham. Oh, that's right, because you're Jay Campbell. So
right.
Campbell is my oldest gaming friend. We've been playing for a quarter of a century.
That's badass, dude.
I played with him before I went to the army, during, after.
Cool.
Beautiful family. We gotta bring him into the round table for UK gaming. So 14 years.
There you go. That's awesome.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have here a trailer for you. Now, the reason why I'm showing this trailer is because Buzz Lightyear is a space ranger. Okay, so
is this what are we going to watch the Buzz Lightyear thing? Is that what we're going to watch?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nay.
Hit that play button.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold up.
There we go. Do we have a connection issue there for a second?
Yeah, hang on. Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
There we go. So we're gonna watch the Buzz Lightyear. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So now again, I think some people may find it weird. Why are we covering the Buzz Lightyear movie? But I'll tell you why. Covering Buzz Lightyear because one, we grew up with Toy Story. Two, Buzz Lightyear is a space ranger, and this movie is about the space rangers. Right. Space Rangers, Space Force, military.
Mm-hmm. There you go. I do have to slightly correct you. Although I was very familiar with the Toy Story movies, I did not unfortunately get the chance to grow up with them. I was already a teenager when they came out, so I didn't exactly grow up with Toy Story the way a lot of you young fucks did. So difference of 10 years is not much, but it makes all the difference in the world when you're growing up, right? Like so.
No, it is. It's drastically like okay. So I mean, even 2 years.
You guys did grow up with those movies,
Yeah, I certainly did, and actually, Toy Story was probably one of the best movies. One of the best movies I ever watched when I was a kid. So I have here the Buzz Lightyear trailer. Yeah, I actually, sorry to the producer, I haven't. Have you seen this, Jay?
No, I have not. I've seen a couple of memes. Like poking at it, but I haven't seen the actual trailer. No.
So to give some context into this, the movie takes place in the story in the canon world of Toy Story.
Okay.
But this is Andy going to the movie theater to watch Lightyear, which produces the toys.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out. I fucked up again. My fucking God.
God's not gonna help you, dude.
No.
God's not coming in.
Yeah, there's some things that completely because this was a last minute thing, but here we go.
To infinity and
Thoughts?
That did nothing for me. I'm sorry, dude. Let me preface this. I did not grow up with the Toy Story movies. I was already a fucking jaded ass teenager, fucking probably doing way too much extracurricular activities after school than I should have been anyways when Toy Story first was coming out to begin with. So there was a generational skip there. So, and I don't know. I'm trying to find a nice way to say I just don't give a fuck. And I can't really think of a nice way to say that, so I just say I don't give a fuck. Like,
What if they made a Buzz Lightyear live action movie that was as fucking cool as that?
I would also be skipping that movie. Probably. Like, if I'm such a dick. I'm sorry. No,
listen.
Toy Story was one of the original computer generated, animated movies back in the day, and it set a new precedent, it set a new standard. Obviously, a historical film of note as far as animated films are concerned. Its sequels 2 and 3 kind of closed out the storyline for the generation of children that grew up with it. Even going by their ages, you know what I mean? It kind of like you kind of grew up with Andy, from my understanding. If you were around Andy's age, if you're around Andy's age when the first Toy Story came out, by the time the third Toy Story came out, they had kind of like aged it sequentially, going off of that, which is cool.
Yeah, and they did
this is just another movie that I won't see probably because I'm just too old and never watched those movies growing up. So what John, what are your thoughts? Because I'm just a jaded asshole.
So
what are your thoughts?
I grew up with Toy Story. But the most interesting character to me was Buzz Lightyear. And it's really cool. Our producer says, remember they made the cartoon for Saturday mornings. And the Saturday morning cartoon was great because it really dove into the lore of the Space Ranger. There it is.
Go. Yep. And you having grown up with this would punch you a lot harder in the subconscious than it does me at all. You know what I mean? Because you grew up with it.
Yep. And the whole I just always wanted to know the story of who Buzz Lightyear was. What was he? What was he in the military? Was he just a regular astronaut? But when you learn more and more, we figure out hey, he's a space fucking ranger.
Space fucking ranger. I got VIP passes. I just want to let you know.
What is swag without drip? Persevering.
So tell me more. So we
have
grown up with Toy Story. You've got a Saturday morning cartoon to go along with it. Now you're you're hitting your 30s. They're coming out with this new generation Buzz Lightyear movie. What the fuck is it supposed to be about? Is it just more backstory, or is it like a completely new spinoff?
So from what I understand, it's a backstory, but this is the movie that Andy watched that got him into Buzz Lightyear. This is
I hope they don't miss. Boy, I hope they don't miss.
Yeah, because if they're doing something within, they're doing a story within the story, and it has to work. It has to work.
Well, or you're gonna have an entire generation of children from this generation questioning the entire backstory of Toy Story because of this movie.
Yeah.
If it misses, right?
Yep, and being told here it's Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear. Hey, can you see if there's anyone else that's big on that cast too?
So wait, Tim Allen is not voicing Buzz Lightyear anymore?
No, Tim Allen is not Buzz Lightyear because Tim Allen was the toy.
Okay.
Big difference. Campbell, do you not think that the characters of most of these new Disney films look like Action Man dolls?
I mean, I grew up on freaking Lady and the Tramp and freaking Dumbo, and when a lot of the like I said earlier, a lot of the when a lot of the newer kids movies started coming out and they were more computer generated animation. I missed that boat almost entirely because I was already a teenager and hanging out, and I was not interested in watching movies a lot, like kids movies basically anymore at that time.
Yeah.
And
there's some stories some kid stories that I still attach myself to. Like my favorite one is The Sword in the Stone.
Yeah, good one.
You
That's
know?
a good one. Well, and that's not to say that I don't watch these movies now, because obviously I've
You got the kids.
I have kids now, and so I've gone back and I've seen some of these movies that I missed a long time ago, and a lot of these movies are really, really good, and they do, like, they hit you right in the heart. You know what I mean? Like, it's a kids movie, right? That's what they're pretty much designed to do. And Toy Story is a good story. It's a good storyline. I love the what was it, number 3, when, like, they're in that fucking incinerator and, like, they're all gonna fucking
And then they came out with the 4th one right after that.
Yeah, like, they're all gonna fucking die, and they're, like, holding each other's hands and shit, and, like, and you're sitting there with, like, the single man tear coming down, just like, you know, like, trying to hold it in. That was a real scene. Like, dude, that was real
fucking
shit.
dark.
But that was dark as fuck. Dude, that was,
so it's made by Angus McLean.
When you just accept that you're gonna die, you know what I mean? Like, and you just hold hands, you know, like, that was dark as fuck. Like, but yeah, I've seen a lot of those movies since my kids have come along, obviously, and some of them are very, very good. Is it good enough to go see the new Lightyear movie? I guess I'm gonna have to ask my kids, because I'm probably gonna watch it one way or the other. You know, this might be one of those days I go to the movie theater with a couple of shooters, you know, strategically located inside my jacket pocket, and get a large Dr. Pepper and pour a couple of shooters into it, you know, and just sit there.
There you go.
Kind of sit there and just catch a slow buzz, you know, like, while watching a kid's movie. I mean, I don't know. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I think Campbell's making reference to, like, some of the old school, like, action figure dolls, you know, like you remember Toys R Us, you know, like, you remember Toys R Us? That,
of course.
Yeah, you know, it's like some of the more generic, you know, action figures for boys, you know, and in Toys R Us would be like those, like Campbell said, it's square head and big eyes, you know, like when they make them and stuff.
Yeah, and Ben Davis, I would thank you so much. Hey, Ben, fucking UK military right there.
Is that one of our
That's one of our UK. That's one of our UK fans. And
hey,
Campbell is from Scotland. So we got the whole world up in here today.
Oh, Campbell's from Scotland. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, we got the Scottish in the house. I'm being told right now.
Yeah,
Buzz Lightyear has an ass.
We're gonna have a nude scene in a kids movie. We're gonna show.
Oh, there it is,
dude. Put that back up. Put that picture back up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at all that ass. Oh my God, that is like some USDA grade A prime beef right there. Look at that. You know, when he walks, like, all you see when he walks is just, you know, like, like when somebody's just got, like, nothing but ass, like, it's just thick,
bro.
Like,
I'm fucking. That is fucking funny as hell.
That was just 2 fucking sirloin steaks just hanging out on a dude's fucking ass right there, just beautiful ass.
Buzz Lightyear's ass is going to be topic of conversation. So, are you interested now?
No, absolutely not. Like, no, fuck no. No, because they gave the dude an ass. No. Dude, you're gonna have to entice me a lot more than that. Like, now I'll tell you what would entice me. Because, like, we saw there were other, like, Space Rangers or whatever. What are you doing, Space Ranger? I'm stuck in my rocket ship, Buzz. Can you come help get me out? I might watch that movie. I mean, I'm probably gonna watch that movie about a year anyways when the parodies come out, right?
Yeah, but do Disney give their characters penises, or is this like a Barbie and Ken thing?
I'm gonna assume that being that he's an action figure, it's gonna be a Barbie and Ken thing, where there is he's androgynous in the nether regions. You know what I mean? Like,
speaking of which, there's a Barbie and Ken movie coming out.
Yeah, what's her Harley Quinn's gonna play Barbie, right?
Yeah, and Ryan Gosling is going to be Ken.
Ken, can you help me? I'm stuck in the dishwasher.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the Barbie Malibu Playhouse set.
Ken, do you want to come play in the Barbie spa? You know, like, yes, I'd love to come play.
My sister used to have the whole set, man, with the pool and all that shit.
Mine did too. My sister, there was a teenager that lived next to where the house that I grew up in.
Oh,
And they got ready to move. And when they got ready to move, this teenager gave my little sister like her entire Barbie set. And it was like a fucking, like, I'm talking like trash bags full of like Barbies and accessories. And so my sister ended up growing up with like an ass ton of like Barbie dolls. Like more than like, you know, more than your typical girl even would have, because she inherited this teenage girl that lived next door to us. She inherited her like Barbie stash when that girl got ready to move. So it was, yeah, like I vividly remember my little sister having Barbies like a lot. So
that's yeah. Old days. What do we got?
Scary. I just want to let Nikki Larson know, like, God, I told you, God's not coming. Like, hey, dude, expect a self-rescue. Okay, expect a self-rescue. God ain't helping anybody here today. Okay,
he's a little late to the party. What do we got here? Scariest video games of all time. Oh, we'll do the characters first, actually.
Okay. Character. Okay, I was gonna say, it says. Okay, so yeah, what do we got here? We got scariest video game. Before we go into this list that somebody else made, John, like, do you have for you? What was the scariest video game character that you've played?
The scariest video game character was Nemesis from Resident Evil.
Okay, so it was a horror movie and it was still,
yeah, it was a horror game. And, you know, as a kid, dude, let me tell you something. When you see because I remember, oh no, don't be sorry. Hey, can you pull that up? Nemesis from Resident Evil. This guy, he had like half a brain missing. He was disgusting looking, and he was so fucking hard to beat in the Resident Evil games.
No shit.
Yeah. So, and we're talking the time when the Resident Evil games were coming up. They were, they were doing much better. People were, were just like, oh shit, Resident Evil, this third one came out. Yep, there he is.
There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at, yeah. He's good. Yeah, that's just a creepy looking. Can you imagine that dude like trying to bite your face off?
Yeah.
Like just grabbing you and just trying to take a little nibble out of your cheek. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a little creepy. Creepy.
So for me, playing that as a kid,
yeah,
I'm fucking free. I don't think I don't think I ever beat that game. I think that was probably the last Resident Evil game that I was like so invested in.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know, man.
Campbell, that looks like me when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, you and a lot of other people, Campbell. Don't worry, don't feel bad about that, brother. Don't feel bad about that one bit. That's yeah. I did, honestly, I was trying to think what mine was like while you were describing it, because you're totally spot on with that. And I think this is where I'm going to have to, for the first time in a long time, I'm going to have to fall back on my typical standard casual gamer response, because I didn't play enough video games that I don't have one particular character even sticking out in my head. I've got characters that do scary shit. You know what I mean? Like, that I can think of. I've got video games that I remember being kind of like mildly creeped out playing, like Myst. Yeah. There's a couple levels on Myst, because you're all by yourself in the game. There's no other characters in the game outside of like a couple of people you're looking for. So you're like alone in this world. I remember kind of a couple of levels, like they kind of look a little creepy, So if you're playing at night and you're just walking through the world of Myst by yourself, it can be a little creepy, But like, yeah, like that character that you pulled up, that dude was creepy as shit. And now I'm struggling. I'm like, I don't even got one. I like the very beginning of I think it's Doom Eternal, when you're playing it, it's either Doom Eternal or the Doom 16 or the 2016 reboot. When you walk outside, there's like a fucking demon the size of a building walking. and you
Yes,
look up and you're,
yes, I
and you're
remember.
just like, that was a really cool part in the video game. Like it wasn't that the characters scared me. It was just like, can you imagine being this little, 6 foot tall, you know, bone mech,
that-
like with bone mech with meat armor, human being, and looking up at something the size of a building that is also moving, and it's like a fucking demon and shit. Hey Campbell, thanks for coming out, man. I love your name again, by the way. I love your name. So yeah.
Campbell, keep an eye out for me.
Get
We got to
some,
get you
homie.
on.
Get some.
We got to get you on the round table. Thank you for Scotland. Thank you,
Yeah,
Scotland,
Scott,
for coming by.
Yeah, man. Ancestral roots in Scotland, man. I got to go there. Did I ever tell you about a bar? There's a bar up there where it says like no Campbell's, and it's kind of like an old joke.
Really?
Yeah, it's tongue in cheek now, but it stems. You're familiar with Game of Thrones, right?
Yes,
Okay, the Red Wedding, right?
of course.
Okay, when George R.R. Martin wrote that scene in the books, the Red Wedding, when the Red Wedding was written in the books, he based it off of a historical happening that occurred in Scotland. And it was the Campbells and the McDonald's, and the Campbells pulled a freaking juke move on the McDonald's, and they killed a bunch of people in their sleep, including women and children. And so to this day, there's a bar in, I'm gonna look it up right now because I don't even, poor Joe on his first freaking day. Like, there's no way he's gonna look this up.
We're stressing them out. We're
gonna be stressing them out. Give me 1 second.
You
Just
get
so
what
you
you.
know, I don't even watch Game of Thrones, so whatever.
So okay, so it's the Clishaig Inn. It's in Glencoe, Lochaber, Highlands, Scotland. Okay, the inn dates to the 16th century. So that tells you how far back it goes. And it has a sign on its door that says no hawkers or Campbells. And it's a very dark reference to what the Campbells did when the Campbells kind of massacred a bunch of McDonald's in the middle of the night, in the dark of night. After the Campbells had let them into their home, basically. So they let the McDonald's into their home and then killed them in the middle of the night, like the psycho sons of bitches that they were, right? So for a long time, the Campbells, the clan Campbell probably had a little bit of a stain on it, for some actions occurred. You know what I mean?
Okay, so hold up. So Nikki says, and you need to fire this guy who doesn't watch Game of Thrones seriously. Get the fuck out. I don't watch Game of Thrones. Are you gonna fire me too?
Me and Nikki are actually watching Game of Thrones right now. She's being
For the first time.
It's me for me. Yes, I've never watched.
Really?
Yeah. I read all the books on my first deployment, like all 5 books on my first deployment, and I wanted to see. Oh my God, John! Yes, you're fired. I wanted to see certain scenes out of the books. I didn't necessarily need to see the whole series, and also because the books aren't finished, so I was kind of waiting to see if George R.R. Martin was going to keep writing, keep up on the series, and he didn't. So I kind of lost interest, and then I just never got around to watching the show. And then now Nikki's like, Jay, you got to freaking, you got to watch this. Like, you just need to watch it. And I will freely admit, so far from what we've seen, it's fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like the first season, I think we're on the second season now. No, we're not even on the second season yet. So the first season is fucking phenomenal so far.
Yeah. So, but so the Amazon show that's coming out for it, it's like a sequel. Oh, it's like a prequel. It takes place like thousands of years before the show.
Yeah, it's with isn't it with like the Dothraki or whatever? Or is it with the?
I think I'm not 100% familiar. I'm not 100% familiar with it, but the one thing I am familiar with is that it cost like $700 million
to what? Make a TV show?
To make the show on Amazon.
Man, I wonder how many fucking poor people that could have fucking fed. Huh?
That's true.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Happy Halloween, trick or treat. Acting like I give a fuck about that. Yeah, I actually do give a fuck about that, but whatever.
So yeah, let's check out the scariest game characters, and then we'll get to scariest games. Holy shit, we're at 41 minutes already? Fuck me.
Hey, man. hey man, I'm not here for a long time, but I am here for a good time, bro. You know?
So we got Pigsy from Manhunt. Manhunt caused a whole lot of controversy back when it was released due to its controversial subject matter. You controlled the supposedly deceased death row inmate called Cash, who was forced to participate in a series of underground snuff films.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What?
Hell yeah.
The game was noted for having 3 levels of executions. The longer you press the button, the more gruesome it would be. Pigsy was perhaps the most terrifying thing about this game. He was a hulking, mentally chainsaw-wielding psychopath who wore a pig's head and was kept chained up in Starkweather's attic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's about to pull up the Pigsy. Oh!
Yo, that reminds me.
That's
That reminds
hideous.
me of a. I saw Tool. I saw Tool in Tucson, Arizona, in 2002, I think, and Tomahawk opened up for them. And Tomahawk is Mike Patton. Like Faith No More.
Yes.
You know, like that song Epic. Okay, that's Mike Patton. So his side project Tomahawk opened up for Tool, and the dude threw a fucking pig's head into the crowd, like a from the store like bought pig's head. He fucking threw it into the crowd, and the fucking crowd like fucking tore it to pieces, dude. It was fucking amazing.
My fucking
Like-
eyebrow is itchy.
Yeah, and you want to scratch the shit out of it too, don't you?
Bro. Next, we got Adam the Clown from Dead Rising. Let's face it, clowns are terrifying enough at the best of times, as you would agree.
Clowns are not scary. It's fucking fuck. Nope. Next. Nope. Next.
That's
No,
a
I don't-
scary motherfucker, bro.
Why is everybody so fucking scared of clowns? Like, I've never understood it. Like, I grew up with fucking Poltergeist, where like a fucking clown doll drags a kid underneath a bed, and I'm not scared of clowns. Like, why is everybody so fucking scared of clowns? Somebody explain this shit. Somebody explain this shit to me. I've never understood it. What is the fear of clowns? I don't
Well,
get
in
it.
the East Coast, most clowns are pedophiles, so that's that's one. That's one.
God fucking damn.
You
Well,
know
well, I guess that answered my fucking question. Like shit. Like, well, like moving on. Like,
demon. Hold up. So Nikki says demons are way scarier. I disagree. I
also disagree. I also disagree.
I completely disagree with that.
I'm gonna have to disagree with demons.
I was more scared of the Chuck E. Cheese mouse than a damn clown.
Yeah,
Well,
but see, that is a legit fear though, because those animatronics back in the 80s and like early 90s, those animatronics were fucking scary, dude.
yeah.
Like they had this like weird jerky fucking movement and shit, and then they fucking like look at you all of a fucking sudden, and you're like 5 years and you're like 5 years old trying to choke down pizza, and this fucking mouse just like fucking homed in on you, and it's a robot, and you're like, what in the actual fuck is going on, Like I don't even want to use the rest of my tokens at this point.
Eat
I'm
your
already
pizza.
like,
Eat your pizza or
Yeah.
die.
or it's like I am the angel of death. Like
Now, this is one thing I'm not. So the mainliners, they're pretty scary yet completely underrated game. You play the death row inmate called Torque, accused of murdering your wife and children. Although you have no recollection of the event due to having blacked out at the time, you are sent to Carnate Island to await execution. Though there's suddenly a huge earthquake that somehow allows loads of monsters into the prison, your sole goal is to escape from the prison alive. So what makes them scary again? Let me see. Oh, okay.
I mean, okay.
They look like mutants.
Okay, yeah. Dude, I'm digging the fucking syringes on the back.
That is kind of cool.
Digging the fucking syringes, dude. That's kind of a neat look. All the hypodermics fucking sticking out of his back.
From a game called The Suffering. Okay.
Yeah,
What's
that's pretty
next?
cool.
Siren, Shabito from Siren. Okay. The Shabito were the main enemies of Blood Curse. They were essentially corpses brought back by supernatural forces. Okay, so they're zombies.
Okay.
They're zombies. Yeah, let's see what these assholes look like.
They sound like assholes, I'm not gonna lie.
The Shabito.
It's gonna be a
Oh damn! Look at that.
little bit.
That's
a little
fucking
creepy.
creepy.
A little creepy. There you go. I like that. I always dig, blood tears, man. Tears of blood.
I'm getting like, what is that? The Ring? Isn't that what the thing from The Ring looked like?
The ring. What, the chick from The Ring?
Yeah. Because didn't she have like the eye thing going on too?
Didn't she had the hair in front of her face? She had the hair in front of her face. But like Crying Blood, dude, Crying Blood is always me and Nikki. When I was in Kansas City last weekend, we didn't finish it, but we started watching The Exorcist 3, which, by the way, for any of you like Exorcist fans, Exorcist 3 is actually more of a direct sequel to the original Exorcist than The Exorcist 2 was. So Exorcist 3 is actually based on a book by the same guy who wrote the book The Exorcist. And so it's basically a direct sequel to the original Exorcist, and it's a really good movie. It was nominated for Best Picture. There's a really cool scene at the beginning where like a fucking statue like fucking cries a tear of blood, and it's all creepy as fuck. It's like 1980s horror, you know what I mean? Like it's a real slow burn horror. This is not a a jump scare movie. This is like yeah, dude, that's fucking yeah. Exorcist. Oh, dude, that movie is so bad. That movie is so badass, dude. That movie is so badass.
I hate to shift it real quick, but I've stained my cigarette with my lipstick.
I wish I could say that's the first time I've heard that in my life. Yeah.
Next one, Doom 3, the Cherubs.
Doom 3, yeah. There's gonna be freaking. I was gonna say there had to be some Doom characters in here because some of them look just so demonic and scary. You know what I mean? Like
the top half of this scary enemy has the top was all baby, yet instead of legs they have the makeup of a fly.
Right. I remember playing Doom 3 on was it Dad?
Chance just said heartbreaking.
Right.
Is he talking about my stained cigarette?
Probably.
What's going on, Chance? So this is the sheriff from Doom 3. Here you go, baby.
Happy Halloween, baby.
What's your name again?
Oh, about the cigarette. That's right.
Wait, no. Happy Halloween, Wayne. Bye.
Party on, Garth.
Oh, okay. The smokers from Left 4 Dead.
Go.
No, you're right, Chance. I'm trying here. It breaks my heart too. We're trying. Gotta get that gum. So, have you played Left 4 Dead, Jay?
No.
Are you familiar?
No, I'm familiar with it. Yes, because we've had this conversation. I tried to play the first one or two of them, couldn't get into either one of them, and then basically no, Chancey hasn't. No, Pyramid Head isn't on here yet. That's definitely a creepy character. There you go. You know what, John?
Pyramid.
I take back earlier when we were talking about it. I'll give Pyramid Head. I remember playing because I do remember playing fucking Silent Hill. And Pyramid Head was a creepy character. So that going back to my earlier, I did play Pyramid Head is pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah,
that character is really fucking creepy.
I completely would not be surprised if Pyramid Head shows up. Yeah, there he is.
Dude, like that dude, remember that part in that movie where he like fucking picks that chick up and like fucking rips her fucking skin off and shit and just like throws it up against the fucking door, Like how fucking gnarly was that shit, dude?
Yeah, and and listen, a lot of people like they're not crazy about the movie. I thought the movie was probably the best like horror game movie that ever came out. And as we're being told now, it's based off of a town.
Yeah, Centralia. Yeah, it's based off of Centralia. It's a fucking coal mining town, and they accidentally set the goddamn coal vein on fire underground. It's still burning to this day.
Yeah.
It's like this fire has been burning for 40 fucking years. Like, no, excuse me, back in the 1960s. That is 50 fucking years.
Yeah.
But,
I have a cross made of coal from the former mayor. Hey, that's really cool, man. You got to show that to us.
Hey, dude, we should do some urban exploration, man. The only problem The only problem around Centralia with urban exploration, and the reason it's so dangerous, is because when the coal burns underground, like these like heat vents open up, and the ground becomes very fucking unstable. So you can like basically just drop into the fucking ground and die, and like there's no way to fucking like get to you.
I think it was just a couple years ago too that people just left, like completely left.
I think the last. This is one of those like Wikipedia pages I've like perused like over a couple times over the. I want to say the last people left like probably in the 80s or 90s officially, and then there was a highway leading up to it. And they actually just covered up the highway. There was a highway, the spray painted highway. That's it right there. They actually just covered this up.
Really?
So this little portion of the highway that everybody spray painted does not exist anymore. Because I just read the Wikipedia on that shit like freaking a couple weeks ago maybe. This is one of those like stupid fucking. This is where Jay. This is like the shit that Jay nerds out on right here. Like this is exactly the shit that I nerd out on. So yeah,
this is gonna be. Oh, I just got a light bulb for a new DD214 show, The Deep Dive.
The Deep Dive with Jay Campbell.
Yeah. Hey, you're the history guy too. But that's pretty crazy. Centralia is something else. People were getting injured on dirt bikes and quads.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and the ground is extremely unstable. You could literally, if you hit the wrong patch at the wrong time, you could literally just drop into the ground and drop into the fucking coal shaft.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's a heat vent. That's right. There you go.
There it is. So back to the characters. So Left 4 Dead.
We haven't seen the girl from Fear or Pyramid Head yet. Chance.
Yeah. So the one thing about Left 4 Dead, I mean, and it's cool that Left 4 Dead is being brought up right now because Back 4 Blood
is coming out, right?
Yep.
Or is it out?
Well, but Back 4 Blood is out. It's okay. It's not a bad game, but it's coming under like some things. There's the smoker right there from Left 4 Dead. Yep. Can't forget that. So
it's creepy. It's creepy looking, but it's like, dude, that doesn't really do anything for me. Like I'm kind of limp, dude. Like there's no swing going on here, dude. Like I would literally just like grab a chainsaw or a baseball. Honestly, I tell you what I really want is a baseball bat. I want to hit that motherfucker. Like look at all those fucking tumors. Like I just want to beat the fucking tumor out of you.
Look at that
tongue. You know what I mean? Look at that fucking like you're just gross. Like that doesn't scare me. You're just gross looking. Like sorry you're not getting swiped a lot on Tinder, bro. You know what I mean? Like you're just like it's not that scary to me. It's not that scary. It really isn't. It's just not that scary.
A blind woman from Fatal Frame Project Zero. Generally, there's nothing worse than a horror game. I'm not familiar with this.
A lot of these games I'm not even familiar with.
Yeah, well, except the horror games come out in Japan. Fatal Frame, or Project Zero as it was called, had the stereotypical haunted house setup with a twist. All the ghosts you encounter throughout the game could only be banished with a magical camera. The premise may sound absurd, but believe me, going into first-person mode and having to get up close and personal with these ghosts was terrifying, petrifying, especially without a weapon.
Oh yeah. Chance just gave us an assist in the comment section. He said the smoker isn't himself scary; it's what he does. You'll be with your team, and all of a sudden get dragged away by him out of nowhere. So that makes him a little bit more sense, Chance, and I appreciate.
Yeah,
and I was gonna say by his look, I was just like, okay.
Now to add in, there's also a character in the Left 4 Dead series called the Wendigo, and the Wendigo, if you got close enough. Like if you scared her, or if you got close to her, like if you became part of the Wendigo's radar, the Wendigo would scream and attract all the other
nice.
Like so it's a very interesting character. Now there's something like that now in Back 4 Blood called the Screecher, which it comes up and it walks and it's like and it does this scream fucking thing, and like all these zombies start coming your way, and you can't kill the fucker. So
right.
Yeah, look, there it is. I don't think they have a picture of the Screecher, but that thing. Okay, go up again to the forearm lady thing.
The forearm lady thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's one of my ex-wives.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so show us the blind lady. Oh, you just showed us the blind lady from Fatal Frame, right? Yeah. Yeah, there she is. So I've heard of Project Zero. I mean, the character herself looks creepy. Again, I'm getting like weird like Japanese horror vibes, which actually this game did.
You know, I don't. Okay. You next.
Next,
Boring.
necromorphs from Dead Space.
Here we go.
In space, no one can
I
hear
like
you
the name.
scream except the necromorphs. These guys were the enemies of the player in atmospheric horror Dead Space, which left me sleeping with the lights on for about a week. Necromorphs are reanimated corpses who have been reshaped by an extraterrestrial infection, and their sole purpose is to spread the infection.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucked up. I'm about it. Let's see what this bad boy looks like.
I'm about it. Like,
oh, baby.
there we go.
Yeah, that thing is ugly.
There we go. Oh yeah. See, that's like, now that is a classy looking gentleman right there. That's a guy I will take on a date right there.
So he's got like two like T-Rex arms and like
Yeah.
branches for fucking
Yeah, and he can like stab the absolute shit out of you while also grabbing you. You know what I mean? Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Down. Absolutely down. Sign me up. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm digging these guys. I'm digging these guys.
Yeah,
I'm just straight up digging the look. Digging the look.
Dead Space was definitely worth the list. Dead Space was definitely a game that scared the shit out of me. Next. Yeah, the Nemesis. The fucking Nemesis. I told you.
There you go. Called it.
Yeah, the Nemesis, dude. Do you remember the Nemesis from Resident Evil? Dude, you could not beat that thing. There was no way in hell you were going to beat that thing. Even on easy mode, you're just like, fuck you.
And I'm not gonna lie, I dig this guy's look too. It is creepy. It's just like he's
got like a flesh Bane mask thing going on.
Yeah,
like,
and like I said, all I could think of was like those big ass teeth. You know, it's just like imagine that dude just coming up to you and just starting to nibble on your cheek a little bit. You know, just like yum. You know. Like this dude's just gonna take his time. You know, you can feel his breath. You know, like on your neck. You know, as he comes in to like nibble on your cheek a little bit.
Yeah. So that was number 2. So what's number 1?
What is number 1? Who made number 1?
Pyramid Head.
Motherfucking Pyramid. Chance called it, dude. Chance called it. Good job, Chance. Motherfucking Pyramid Head. This is definitely a creepy looking motherfucker. Like, definitely a creepy looking motherfucker. It's goddamn Pyramid Head. Fuck yeah. Oh, and by the way, in case anybody's wondering, like, neither me or John really looked at this list at all before we did this. We kind of did this live, so we didn't like our reactions would be a little bit more, I guess, genuine, so to speak. That's a badass picture, dude.
We're being told, Jay, that your erection is showing.
Swing, showing. Dude, I mean, hey, Pyramid Head is, dude, like I like horror, and I like a lot of that stuff, you know. It just kind of like makes you feel kind of funny. Like, yeah, look, was that a Dead Space fucking right in the middle of his fucking chest?
Oh. Jesus. Oh, it's not stopping.
That is fucking dope.
Yo.
That's badass, dude.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I love those things, dude.
Oh.
That is fucking cool.
Oh, in the face. Oh, shit.
No, we can't hear it. Sorry, Joe.
No, we're good. Keep the sound off on this.
Yeah. You don't need to have sound for this. This is just happy fun time.
Oh.
All they're doing is just playing my porn, dude. You know what I mean? Swing.
So
Swing.
Oh man. The itching is insane, yo.
Are you gonna have to wear that all day? Are you gonna wear that all day?
I'm shooting for all fucking day, bro.
You should, man. You should hand out candy like that, dude. You'd be like the neighborhood, like, you know, Vision.
What is candy on Halloween without nightmares everlasting?
I'm telling you, man. Oh, by the way, I wanted to plug this shit, dude. So I picked this up at freaking Walmart of all places, but it's from the Stone Brewing Company. But it's called Buena Vesa, and it's a salt and lime lager. This is actually really tasty. I had never had it before last night, and I kind of like took a big chance on it because all I had was a 12-pack.
Yeah.
But I had one last night, and it was actually really tasty. And I'm on my third and last one for right now. So I think it's 4.4
time of the season. Are you gonna go for some pumpkin spice shit, bro?
Fuck no. What the fuck, dude? Fuck no, dude. Like that shit tastes okay. Like that shit tastes okay. Like fucking like once or twice a fucking year, bro. Okay, like I like.
Is there ever a right time when that tastes good?
I like listen. I'm not shit talking anybody that enjoys pumpkin spice or any of that stuff. That is not where I'm going with this. For me personally, I like chai tea, chai latte. You know what I mean? Like I do. But it's not a drink I get all the time. And I get it. The pumpkin spice is kind of a seasonal thing, kind of like eggnog. Like I do enjoy eggnog, so I'm every bit as guilty of enjoying something seasonally as anybody that drinks pumpkin spice. So again, I'm not shit talking anybody that enjoys pumpkin spice. But for me personally, like, it's pumpkin spice. Like, if I like pumpkin spice, I'll just get a fucking chai. And if I want a chai, it doesn't necessarily have to be a certain time of year for me to get chai. That's all I see it as. So that's it. That's it.
I don't like shit like that. I think it tastes crap. It tastes like crap. I'm not a tea guy. The only tea I like is drama tea.
Drama tea?
Yeah, drama tea. So I wanted to bring something up. So I had a guest last night. My boy, a mutual friend of mine and Joe's, Jose, right?
Okay.
So he comes by. He's got this. His last name is like Vanderlint or something like that. Oh,
Vanderlint.
Vander something. Vanderlinder, I think.
Okay.
So he says. So he explains to me that Vander is hey, if you could look this up for me, so we could pull it up to see how true it is. So Vander apparently it's like it comes from Dutch, and it stands for of the. So he's like his name's Vanderlinder, and there's I'm pretty sure the Vanderbilts, Vanderpumps, the Vanderpumps, and all that stuff. So he explained to me that Vander is of the.
Right.
And like the rest of it, right? It goes by where you were born. So apparently he was telling us a story that his father knew a guy with the last name Vander Bush. And it's just like, it was in the town called Bush. And he says, no, he was born in a bush.
Oh, right. Or, I was thinking, weren't all of us born from a bush? Like you spend 9 months you spend like 9 months fucking trying to claw your way out, and then like you spend the rest of your life trying to find your way back in. You know what I'm saying? Like, like we were all kind of the bush, right?
So, okay, so what crazy variations of Vander can we come up with? I mean, I guess we're all Vander pussy, right?
Yeah, we all be like, Vander pussy for sure. I mean, like you would be John Vander, John of the what? What are you, John of the what? John of the Jersey, John of like Vander Jersey,
John Vander Jersey,
Vander Jersey,
Jay Vander Zona.
Yeah, Jay Vander Zona. Yeah. Yeah.
Vander Barber, and those are the variations. Vander Damien.
I like Vander Damien.
It's so interesting.
Vander Damien. That sounds cool.
Vander Damien. Of course you would.
Vander Damien.
So it's so interesting to me to hear about things like this, because when I hear Vander, I just think of because it just sounds like such an evil fucking name, like the Vanderbilts. So I don't know. I have no idea where I'm getting at. I just thought it was funny. It'll sound like the Swedish chef from the Muppets.
Vander.
if you read those variations like as fast as you can, it'll sound like the Swedish Chef from the Muppets. The birder, dinder, inder, jader, gator, sater, tonder, under.
That was our producer, Joe. Fuck yeah, Joe. That's why we hired you, dude. Right there. That shit right there. That's fucking perfect.
Can you
That's
go
perfect.
down because it says the popularity. Vander. Okay, Vander is an unusual first name for men, but very prominent surname for both adults and children. Vander reached its highest rank of 1,167 in the U.S. in the 1880s, but it is not found in the list of the moment. So
Fuck yeah, Nikki. Fuck yeah, Nikki. Exactly. Tell me that wasn't fucking hilarious.
So okay.
Joe, Nikki just rehired you.
Are there funniest Vander last names out there? What, baby?
Vander Panocha. Vander Pussy. I like Vander Pussy a lot. I thought that was a really good one.
No, it's so like it just sounds so like. Actually, I got something here. Hold up.
Oh, do you? Do you know?
People with offensive last names.
Fuck yeah.
Those of us with offensive last names are here and will not be silenced. Kyle Me Dick.
Okay.
Natalie Wiener. Ben Schmuck.
So I know shit. I went to
Horn.
I went to middle school with a guy, and his name was Mike Hunt. I shit you not. I can't make this up. I played fucking Little League baseball with this kid, dude. I played Little League baseball with this kid. Like
Mike,
no shit.
All right.
Mike Hunt.
It's funny because like you grow up and you come up with these like funny names for make fun of people
you want to talk about something completely fucking even crazier. I personally knew about 5 different Brian Williams in the same city. Like I grew up, like one of my best friends growing up is a Brian Williams. I played Little League baseball with a Brian Williams who went to a different high school than I did. I met we had a Brian Williams come to played basketball for the University of Arizona, right? And I didn't know him personally. I shouldn't say that. You know what I mean? But like, and then I knew like over the years, I met like 2 more Brian Williams when I was a young adult.
Isn't Brian Williams the name of a news anchor too?
Yeah, he's also that's also the name of a famous. I actually have a very common name, believe it or not. Like
you're not the only one, yeah.
If you Google,
there he is.
If you do a Google search on Jason Campbell, like my given first name and my last name, Jason, there's about 18 bajillion Jason Campbells out there. I mean, it's like good fucking luck, dude, because there's like a million of us out there.
Yeah, I actually every time I get a job.
There's a quarterback for the fucking Redskins. Yeah, there you go. Or
Jason Campbell. Holy shit.
Yeah, like that's like there's a bajillion Jason Campbells out there. Like I have an extremely common name.
I'm moving a lot.
Like there's a reason I started going by Jay. Look at all these assholes. These guys just look like assholes. Every single one of those guys, asshole. That dude's an asshole. That guy's an asshole riding on his fucking horse. Fuck him. More horsies. Fuck that cup. Some old fuck. He's an asshole. Fuck him.
Every time I get like a new job or something like that, I always do this. I always do like the background check, and it takes like 3 weeks for the background check to come back because my full name is probably one of the most common names ever. Right. Jonathan Ray Sanchez. What is this? Right. Look,
what you got? What did he find?
Can you put that back up?
Put that back up. What was that? What was that bullshit?
Jason Campbell obituary, and they put.
Yeah, dude. I died, bro.
No, I walked on your grave.
That's intense.
That's his obituary picture. Can you go?
I need a better obituary picture. That was that Jason Campbell. I want to be this multiverse version of Jason Campbell. Are you putting it on now, honey? Why are you putting it on now? Okay, come here.
I want to see how it looks.
You're gonna look beautiful.
It's gone. It's okay. It's okay.
He's vision. Oh, baby.
Yeah. So while we're down to like our last bit. Since we're talking, since it's Halloween,
Yeah.
death. There it is. There's that picture. What the hell? That's his obituary picture. What is that?
How did this get like this?
I don't know, but look at that picture.
Yeah. With all the balloons coming out of his face.
Can you zoom in on that picture? Is there a way to?
Oh my gosh, that's so weird.
What in the world?
Right now, I look like I'm in college, but this was boy.
Come here.
That's okay. Yeah, just pull that out.
Yeah.
I can't, like, it just looks like it's like balloons on top of balloons. I don't know.
Here.
But yeah, so and it could be in the stocking. It looks like balloons inside of more balloons. Oh shit.
Try not to you gotta be slow. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be slow with this. You gotta be real slow with this.
So what now? Come on. So I need to know what kind of culture you were living in growing up because we're coming into the end of the show. So I need to know, what things were you doing on mischief night?
Just like when I was growing up in Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay. We egged houses. We TP'd. Bag snatching wasn't really much of a thing because of how spread out it is. Yeah, like when you like steal like trick or treat bags, from kids.
Okay.
Bag snatching wasn't as much of a problem in the neighborhood I grew up in at all. So like that really wasn't a thing. Never had to really worry about that. So I mostly remember just egging. No, there wasn't like it was Arizona in the mid to late 80s, specifically Tucson where I grew up. I can only speak for Tucson. It was very suburban. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, it was very suburban. Like, the neighborhood I grew up in was probably 20 years old at the time. So, like, it had a previous owner, at least one previous owner before my parents, probably, in the neighborhood, in the house that I grew up in. And then we ended up staying in that neighborhood until I was out of high school. So that was the neighborhood I grew up in. And it was really cool because if you timed it just right, if you went trick-or-treating like right as the sun was going down and you pretty much ran house to house, every house, you could hit pretty much my entire neighborhood in one night. And by doing so, you would come away with a fucking massive haul of candy.
Shit.
So I do remember being very fortunate. Like, just in the neighborhood I lived in, like the neighborhood I grew up in, we would just fucking haul ass up and down each side of all these streets. And about 8:30, about the time, trick-or-treating time is winding down anyways, we'd be hitting our last couple houses and be walking home with these just goddamn, pillowcases full of fucking candy. You know what I mean? Like, it was really cool. It was really neat. I was very fortunate to grow up kind of like in an environment like that, where I got to experience trick-or-treating as a kid. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
really cool. It's really cool.
It's interesting too, because back in the day, you really had like this like different type of perspective. Like it said here, it was a different trick-or-treating was way different back in the day. I mean, I remember growing up just seeing buttloads of kids out in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, during the pandemic, some of us here in the neighborhood, it actually was pretty packed outside last year, right? There were a lot of kids out last year. They didn't say, they were like, no, you're not taking away Halloween from us.
Right.
It's the one day of the year where kids get to be whoever the hell they want to be freely. Right. So it was good to see that. And I hope that the turnout for today's Halloween is just as good, if not better, because it's for the kids, man. Yeah.
Well, this is actually it. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Good. Well,
No,
this is going to be is actually going to be one of the first years I actually get to trick or treat with my kids. Like it would have kind of been last year. It would have been like kind of last year, but then coronavirus happened, and we did make it to a couple of, trunk or treats last year. But as far as like the actual like walking around like house to house, kind of like trick or treating, like this will be kind of like our first year.
That's
able to do it,
man.
So like that's I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. Like, and I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. So.
Yeah, we're being told now people use pipes to slide candy to kids. Yeah, I actually saw that. It came up on my Facebook as like a memory thing too, where just for the safety. I mean, and obviously for all of those, for the parents, obviously there's always a worry. Just know no one is going to put marijuana candy in your kids' bags.
Oh fuck no!
No. The danger is there, but who's going to give away free weed like that? Shit costs too much.
I'm not wasting it on fucking kids. Like, what are they going to do with it? Like nothing. Like no. Like they're not gonna. No.
Yeah, so I mean, there's always been every single year in the news. Watch for like we saw in the production chat there, razor blades in the apples. In my lifetime, I have never once had a contaminated candy.
Nope.
A weapon in my candy. I've never gotten my mouth cut up. And that's not to say it's never happened to anybody else before.
No. We're not saying. And that's I remember like the number one thing was when you got home from trick or treating when I was a kid, the first thing we did, me, my sister, whatever, was you got home, you sat down in the living room. You dumped your entire bag. You dumped your entire bag out onto the floor, and you start sorting through candy. And if there's if a wrapper is like slightly torn on one, you toss it out. You know what I mean? You keep sorting, and if anything looks suspect, you toss it out. And like what you don't toss out, that's your haul. And we do that every year. That was like a normal thing to do. It's like you sort through your candy.
Even if there was nothing wrong with the candy, just if the like it says right there, like if the wrapper looks a bit manipulated, then you
just throw it out. That's it. You sort through your own candy. Like that's it. This is not rocket science.
And then the nightmares come. What's your favorite Halloween candy?
My favorite Halloween candy? Oh God. Man, I don't know. Candy's candy. So what constitutes a Halloween candy? Like I don't.
Milk duds.
That's just like asking me what my favorite candy is, though. So like it'd be like I don't know like.
No, okay. Look, I have to disagree with that because I really feel like Halloween candy is different than regular candy.
I mean, okay. I'll tell you what. Let me swing this like slightly sideways because it's kind of like a seasonal candy. Candy corn. For some reason, everybody's like hating on candy corn these days.
I love candy corn.
I do too. I grew up on that shit. But apparently, it's like
bags of that shit.
Apparently, it's like a thing to like hate candy corn nowadays. Everybody thinks it's like the most like trash. Same with circus peanuts. Do you like circus peanuts?
I fucking love circus peanuts.
Apparently, it's fucking cool to hate on circus peanuts now. Like I'm telling you, that's freaking. That's what I'm saying. Like
my favorite one is the Tootsie Roll flavors. The flavored Tootsie Rolls is like vanilla, orange.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my. I could, there's some candy. I love candy,
and that's some shit. You know what? That's some shit.
The vanilla one is bomb. That's right.
That's some shit you kind of only do see around Halloween. And you know what? That would probably be on my list. Is like the flavored Tootsie Rolls. That's probably on my list of like favorite Halloween candies.
Go find me a fucking bag today. Watch.
Dude, you want to know the shitty part? Like I can't really do a lot of taffy anymore because I've
got
like
why?
Because I've had so much dental work done. Like I've got crowns and shit. But it's like if you want crowns to last, dude, like as long as they're supposed to last, like taffy's not what you really want on the menu. Unless you literally just like put it in your mouth and just like suck on it basically like a hard candy until
Yeah.
it's gone. But as far as like the chewing with taffy, with like
No
uh-uh.
shit.
Like,
That's crazy.
yeah,
I love taffy.
I do too. I should say I used to, but yeah, it's like because
Oh, baby.
you'll pull your fucking fillings out of your mouth with that shit.
Yeah. Can't now look. They also got the harvest mix for the candy corn now too. They got the
Oh,
pumpkin. The
You know
pumpkin.
what? What's the strawberry candy where like it looks like a freaking the wrapper is a strawberry.
Oh, it's like the old grandma candy, right?
Yeah, I like that. I like them shits. I like the fuck out of those.
Yeah, those are good.
Those are good as fuck.
Those,
I love that shit,
dude.
I could eat that shit.
I call that grandma's candy,
dude.
Oh,
If I had to
baby,
pick,
there it is.
if
Look at all that candy, bro.
if they said you can only have one candy for the rest of your life and you have to pick it now, I would pick that fucking like strawberry shit. Like, because I know I would fucking like it for the rest of my life. Like it would never get old. You know what I mean?
All right. So before we,
I changed what I'm gonna be. Right now, I look like a college girl, so I'm gonna be a college girl. Since I have my back pants and my back in my life. So,
Okay.
Wait, what are you? These girls wear clothes on their hair.
They do whatever they want.
you guys are crazy. My grandma gave us those, and they were so gross.
See, there you go.
No,
There
I don't
you
know.
go.
Those red candies were. I thought they were really fucking good.
I did too. I liked them. Like Nikki, yeah, Nikki's not a huge fan of some of those. So, honey, do that, baby.
I don't know how to.
Yes, you do.
Oh, wait.
Get a plate, please. So
So now we're coming here at the end of our show right now. But before we get to the final thought, we gotta let you guys know real quick. Check out the www.linktree.com/DD214gaming. All of our links are there: YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Discord, Facebook, the social medias, everything. It's all there. Check it out today. Like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends. Don't tell your friends. Tell your friends how much we suck or how awesome we are, whatever. It don't matter. Do you guys want to see colors today? Do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see colors today? Do you want to taste them? Do you want to feel them? Well, use code DD214 Gaming for 10% off your next Rogue Energy order. That's right. This one that I'm holding in my hand is 175 milligrams of caffeine. No, it is not the 300 milligrams. That's going to make your heart burst like we spoke about last week.
you're gonna taste colors and see sounds, ladies and gentlemen. It'll get you all the way from the East Coast to the Midwest in one shot. Too easy.
And listen, we got testimony right here, okay? Testimony from New Jersey to Kansas City on several 300 milligrams on fucking Rogue Energy. This shit is
She took 10 years off of her life, but by God, they made it on that road trip. No problem.
Damn right. Also, guys, check out Blaze 8 online for your Delta 8 CBD hemp products. They got toothpaste, rose blunts, edibles, gummies, topicals, whatever, Delta, guys, remember, we're talking about Delta 8 THC, not Delta 9. It is legal in most states, accepted by many, especially if you're a veteran, an athlete, someone who's going through the motions with your body. Delta 8 could be the answer for you if nothing else is working for you. So check out Blaze 8 online, NewJersey.com.
Absolutely.
Who is it this week?
I think it's you. I want to say it's you. Is it
Well,
you?
let's do it, guys. Halloween weekend, guys. We got families, who are, families. Lots of families are going to be together today. This is a family weekend, a family holiday. People are having parties. People are taking their families out and stuff like that. But today is the day to go out there with your kids, your partner, and get some candy, have a good time, be the person that you want to be today, and stay in character, have fun, smile. But in saying that, there's a lot of people who don't want to go outside, who can't take being around a lot of people, who if they go trick-or-treating with their family, maybe they get some candy, come home, but they look at the candy, they just stare at it because maybe they can't do it, they just can't do it today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're having any type of trouble, if you're going through, if you need someone to talk to, or if you need someone to text, 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-TALK is the National Suicide Hotline. You can call at any time of the day, middle of the night, first thing in the morning, when the sun is up. If the sun is coming to crash on Earth, they are there for you. They're there to take your call, your message. They're there for a reason. They are volunteering, working there to help you. If sometimes sometimes I know, especially me, it's hard to call some of your closest friends when you're going through it. Call somebody. If it's hard for you to talk to your friends, maybe you feel a certain way about it, call the hotline. Someone is always there today, tomorrow, yesterday. Guys, this was fun. Halloween. I truly hope that you guys have a safe and fun time today. Wayne's World, Vision, Wolfbane, I appreciate your help. This is a big help for us, and I appreciate you coming on, man. Jay, as always, you're the fucking man. We got this done, every single week.
Yeah,
It's pretty crazy that now we're on season 2, episode 31 on October 31st.
Yep.
Season 3 is coming, guys, pretty soon, right before the end of the year.
Yep.
Exciting things are coming. So many exciting things are coming. You got anything else?
I was just gonna say, season three is definitely fast approaching. So in the coming weeks, for anybody that keeps up with us at all, we'll be doing some minor like tweaks and changes here and there, just to kind of like see what works and what doesn't here and there. So be prepared. And then sometime around the holiday season, we will be starting season 3 and kind of taking off in that next direction, basically. Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and for everybody that came by today from Missouri to Scotland, Texas.
Seriously, dude.
The UK,
awesome.
You guys came through today. Thank you so much. Thank you, baby, for doing my makeup. I appreciate it. You did a hell of a job. I look great. Jay, you look fucking great. Wayne's World.
Party time. Excellent. Yeah.
And see you guys next fucking week for another episode of the DD214 Gaming Podcast, episode 32 next week.
Have a good week, everybody. Be excellent to each other.